Hi, I'm Joan Newcomb, and today's morning musings is going home and staying present. I'm doing a series of daily morning musings, and I'm using posts from my blog, Adventures in Density and Effort, as inspiration. Now, I wrote these a long time ago, and the world has completely changed since then. So if I encounter anything as I'm reading that is out of date, I will interrupt myself and give you the most recent information. At the end, if necessary, I will summarize the topic based on what's going on in the world today. And I have some special offers, so stay tuned to the very end to see what they are. Going home and staying present. I'm visiting family back east this week and next. It's always interesting, even leading up for the trip. In the last few weeks, I felt as if I was standing off stage amidst the hanging velvet drapes and also the hanging scenery. To me, this represented dense and old patterns, not just memories, but also concepts and ideas from the past. Things I know I've outgrown, but are coming up from deeper layers in order to be cleared. Have you ever noticed going home and the house and all the furniture seems smaller? It's not just because you're an adult, but also because you've expanded energetically. The challenge is going home but staying in the present moment, retaining the changes that have occurred since living there. How do you keep your current energy level amongst old energy? It takes staying conscious and also staying amused. Whatever you can do to stay conscious, perhaps it's silently reminding yourself that you are spirit in a body, or you are consciousness expressing yourself through personality and form. To me, it feels like a shift from the lower part of my awareness to a higher place. When you're in that higher place, you automatically become amused. You get amused at yourself when you start to revert to your old ways. You get amused at all the memories that come up when you see relatives or places from your childhood. You can be amused that part of you wants your mom to make your favorite foods, while at the same time you might run screaming from the house. Taking breaks is also helpful, even if it's an extended trip to the bathroom or a walk around the block. When you're by yourself, it's easy to remember that you're, however old you are, you're a highly paid executive, or you've been divorced for nearly 10 years. Anything to bring you into present time helps. This time I decided to do something I'd never done before: rent a car. The reason it had never occurred to me during prior visits is that when I left home, I didn't drive. I've been having to remind myself it's 30 years later and I have plenty of experience behind the wheel. I can handle freeways and even parallel park. Going home but staying present is very validating. It gives you the opportunity to validate the enormous amount of growth you've experienced. You can more easily recognize and acknowledge the things you overcame to be who you are today. If you don't have any plans to return home anytime soon, you can still use these same suggestions to be present, conscious, and amused at your regular day-to-day life. Try this for a week and see what happens. And let me know in the comments below. I love to read your comments. And the only thing I'd add to this is that there are many times where we are pulled out of the present moment. It doesn't have to be a visit home. It could be just a phone conversation with our mother or our cousins, or there could be a news report from your hometown. Those sorts of memories will come up, and suddenly we're not walking down the street of the town that we're currently living. We're walking down the neighborhood we grew up in. So reminding yourself how old you are, where you live now, all these sorts of things help bring you into the present moment. And I find helps me get amused at the situation, which makes it a lot easier to let it go. If you like these videos, please click the like button and please click the subscribe button, because that way you're telling YouTube to share this far and wide and get this out to people who really need this information. And if you'd like a free sample of one of my consciousness techniques, click on the link below to the Skybox technique. It'll give you an expanded perspective of your life and what's going on in your world today. And if you want to have some manifestation techniques, I have a new self-study course called Manifesting Money and Miracles. You learn how to change your inner vibration, which radically transforms your external world. And if you want to know more, my website is joan-newcomb.com. I do individual sessions where I take a look at the essence of who you are and what's going on in your life today, and then I can answer any questions you might have, whether it's about money or relationships or a job, if you're looking at moving, if you have a deceased relative you want to hear from. I talk to dead people, and it's all recorded just for you. And if you want to know how to do this for yourself, Manifesting Money and Miracles is a good preparation for my coaching special, where I work with you one-on-one and give you specifically chosen consciousness techniques so that you can transform your life. You can find that all at my website, joan-newcomb.com, and I'll see you tomorrow in another Morning Musings.